Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ultraverse podcast with Chase and Casey, where we talk about all things Ultraverse.
This is episode number 9. We have our good friends, Lisamarie and Rene, on the podcast today. They were the Ultraverse Runners of the Year,
Woohoo!
and they are just some phenomenal ultra runners who we met at one of our races and have become great friends with. Thank you so much, both of you, for being on here.
Welcome.
Thank you for inviting us.
Well, maybe I could apologize a little bit because I think when I got the call on New Year's Eve that we've been Ultra Runners of the Year, I was kind of out of it, and I had Lisamarie next to me saying, "I'm not here. I'm not here."
We thought it was a drunk family member.
Well, we weren't sober, so part of that was correct.
Maybe
Yeah.
a little less enthusiastic than I should have been.
Well, as ultra running race directors, we probably should have known when you're in the middle of a 6-day race that you're not necessarily going to be all there,
Mhm.
But I had the phone up to like the mic at that time, so I learned that actually
That doesn't
doesn't work. None
No.
of it recorded. So I actually edited that whole part out of the podcast because
Yeah,
we
I
couldn't hear
noticed
you at
that.
all. So
Yeah, I noticed that.
Sorry, it wasn't because we didn't like you. It was because it just didn't work.
I thought, oh my God, I must have sounded really, really bad.
No, it wasn't.
I don't want to talk to them.
Well, it's funny because Renee's like, "Do you guys want to talk to Lisa Marie?" We're like, "No, we just want to talk to you." So, you guys want to talk about how we met? Do you
How we
remember?
met?
how we fell in love.
How all of us,
You?
all the 4 of us fell in love.
Yes, I
Oh.
remember it was at a sexy race called the Sticks.
Super
No
sexy.
idea who you were.
Mhm.
And I think we just found it and we thought, oh, running a pasture, that sounds easy.
Yeah.
And yeah, we fell in love with everyone out there, your parents.
Yeah.
and
Your
us,
parents.
Way
and
more than us, which is fine.
Understandable.
Didn't
I
say
I
that.
plead the fifth.
So that was the first year of the Sticks.
Yeah, you guys have been a part of the Sticks every single year.
That was 2022, though, right? The first year.
2022.
That's cool because I never did actually ask you how you found that race.
Yeah.
You just kind of were browsing, and obviously you two love super long timed races. So
I was looking to run my first 200, and I had never even heard of a loop race, and I'm like, this sounds fun and stupid, but let's go do it. And I'm like, well, wait, hold up. It's during tornado season. Absolutely should do it. That was all I was was tornado season.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that first year probably had the gnarliest weather out of all the years. I think
It did.
right?
It did.
I
Yeah, we
think
were all.
the second year was worse.
It might have been.
I think that it lasted longer
Yeah.
that year, and I think
Yeah.
the moisture was a lot worse the second year.
The second year was when
forecast
we
was
got the whole flooding from the
Yeah.
from everything. Yeah.
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 That was
And I can
fun.
remember Rachel looking up at the sky saying, Ken.
Never trust a Carter forecast. We've already talked
Nope.
about
Nope.
that.
That's
yeah.
right.
So you guys are also, I don't know if you know this, you probably do. I'm sure you do. You were the first ever finishers of the Pure Hell 140, the 2 of you.
That's yeah.
Are you guys ever going to come back?
Yes. To take pictures.
Oh, okay. You got enough of that?
I'm sure at some point we'll probably tackle the 140 again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always say if enough time passes before I reach a certain age and someone takes away my course record, I'm going to come back.
Yeah.
I was going to
That's
mention
fair.
that Lisamarie still does have the female course record.
That's true. I know Renee's probably missing Penis Rock. So
Yeah, Penis Rock.
Yeah.
You guys you guys would have had a lot better time if you weren't so hung up on Penis Rock. I think
I
you guys
you would have
know.
got done faster.
No,
Or the snake he peed on that wasn't a snake.
I was so busy taking pictures of Penis Rock, so that at least an
Sure.
hour of wasted time there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
reference, there's a rock at Wilson that has a
Impressively sized.
impressive
Very
penis carved into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they added the those this year I
Mhm.
found out
They
whenever we did Little Hell Creek.
Yes.
And I'm like, wow, I mean, who comes up with this?
I think it's natural. I think the rain and the water running down the rock
Sure.
does it.
Let's go with that.
Mother
You-
Nature.
Yeah.
You don't think it's like ancient carvings from Indians back in the day?
I don't think so. I think they had better things to do.
We just had a podcast go on and that Penis Rock was mentioned.
Was it? So
Yeah.
it's famous.
Very nice.
That's
It is
great.
famous.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Was that with Farrell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
I
That
bet a
sounds like
lot of
something he
things.
mentioned.
Yeah, I bet a lot of things were mentioned with Farrell. I have to watch that episode
Mhm.
because anytime you have a long conversation with Farrell, it's going to be
A doozy.
Yeah.
interesting,
Mhm.
at
Yeah.
least.
It's coming out Friday morning. So,
Nice.
Awesome.
yeah.
So grab your beer.
Yeah. Maybe I'll need 2 for that one.
3.
Probably.
Let's talk about the Griffins.
Mhm.
This is something we do in all our podcasts. Talk about the Griffins who are not ultra runners. So let's go ladies first and do Lisamarie. The rule for this section is you don't mention ultra running. So who are you outside of ultra running? What are your hobbies? What are your passions other than ultra running, if you have any?
Okay, so I'm a personal trainer and a yoga instructor. I like to kick people's asses and to remind them that they're paying me. Also, I am a Red Cross volunteer, so I deploy to disasters and house fires. And this year I'll be doing it on a national level.
When I'm not working and I'm not running, I'm sleeping. No,
Nice.
lie. Um, no, I do like to do some development, not running related, play my PlayStation or my PC games. I do astrophotography when the weather permits it. So I got a little telescope I put out when the nights are clear and the wind is low. And yeah, I post them on Instagram and Facebook, and people seem to enjoy it. So
I love
that's
I
them.
think it's awesome.
I think
Yeah.
they're sweet. I look at all of them. And kind of when you guys were pacing me in Moab, I got to know y'all pretty good.
Mhm.
I think I got to know Rene even better because I was kind of in a shitty place when I was with Lisamarie, to be
Mhm.
honest.
Well, that's just like the worst section
I hate
too.
that section so bad. But with Rene, I mean, he talked to me a lot, and I got to know him really well about his past and stuff, and it was super, super fun. So
I got a lot of stories. I tell the same story to everyone I'm pacing just to keep the time. It works, yeah. And people are climbing up that mountain and saying, okay, this hill is not so bad compared to what he went through.
that was a good time. So Ultraverse Runners of the Year. That's kind of the main reason we had you on this podcast. I guess the main reason we had you so early, the time was going to come when you were going to be on here for sure. But we did a little competition this year through Ultraverse. People voted. All of our email subscribers could vote, and had 10 nominees, and Lisamarie and Rene were nominated the Ultraverse Runners of the Year, deservedly so.
Very much so.
So let's talk a little bit about that and go race by race.
Sure. So you let's start at the sticks because that's where it all began this year as well.
Everything with us starts with the sticks.
Everything starts with the sticks.
That's right.
Everything good starts with the sticks, I think, right?
Yep.
So you guys this year were the first 2 runners ever inducted into the Hall of Farmers at the Sticks.
Hall of Farm.
I'm never gonna get it
God
right.
damn it.
God, I didn't think of it, so I'm never gonna get it right.
Location, it's fair enough. I'll take it.
Farmer's Farm, whatever. My God. How did this year go?
At the Sticks, I loved it. It was, there was no weather and I didn't know what happened. I was confused, except for I was getting a weather forecast anyway, but it was good. I don't want to give too much away about this race because, I'm telling a lot of people to go and run it right now, which is almost sold out from what I understand.
Yeah, there's 12
Yes.
spots left.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But it was good. I really enjoyed that he had hallucinations, and I was told that we'll take care of him and sent me along. So 200 was the best 200 to run. Was
Yeah,
it
and
my
so
favorite this year? No.
your
Yeah.
your goal was to get 200 at all 4 of the
Yes.
races this year, and this one you for sure got that at too.
Yeah, I think I missed my opportunity when I came in and complained about people having been painting on my legs. And I was very vocal about it, and I was very vocal about I wasn't upset that my legs looked like someone painted on them. I was just annoyed that I didn't know when they did it. And that's when people took me aside and said, "Sit here in the shade for a little bit, Renee."
I don't
I don't
remember
remember
that at
that.
all.
No, and no. The worst thing is that everyone says, "Oh yeah, we see that on our legs and arms too. We just don't say anything."
It was
That
your
sounds like
dad.
something Gene might have said or something.
That's
So
funny.
yeah, so I have to be a little less verbal at the sticks, so I don't get pulled all the time. So this was actually my worst performance since the first year.
Really?
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha. How many miles did you end up with again, Renee? I can't remember.
think he-
174 this year.
174.
Yeah.
But you did get inducted into the Sticks Hall of Fame. And one thing that I remember very distinctly is, well, first of all, when someone is inducted on their lap that they reach 500 miles, we give them a light up tiara that they wear. And they have to
Yes.
wear that for their 500-mile lap.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Rene and Rachel Baker and Lisamarie that all got inducted this year. So Rene and 2 females. But I remember specifically that he was by far the most excited to wear the light up tiara.
That is
Yes, he
right.
was.
That is right.
I wasn't
It's,
convinced that we were going to get it back, to be honest.
No, when I was running with it, I was thinking, is there a way I can keep this?
It's not that expensive. I can get you on Amazon if you really want one.
No, I think it was cool. I had so much fun with it.
Awesome.
I think me and Rachel were probably the ones that were most excited about it.
I think so, yeah, because Rachel brought out like a light up tutu as well.
I was excited for the buckle. I thought that was the most
Right.
beautiful buckle, and I wear it everywhere, by the way.
Awesome.
Those buckles turned out
buckles
awesome.
Are badass, yeah. I think next year we're really excited to watch Jeff have to wear the tiara
Yeah.
because he's
It's gonna be
such
cool.
an introvert, and I think it's just going to be like the most miserable 3 miles of his life wearing that tiara. He also doesn't have any hair, so I don't know how he's going to stick it to his head.
Yeah, you can wear a hat.
Or we can find him a hat.
We'll find a way.
Do we?
We
need to
just
turn
need
our-
to tell everyone to
Yeah.
comment on how beautiful he looks when they see it.
Yeah, such a pretty, pretty princess.
Anything else about the Sticks?
The one thing I will say about this or last year's sticks was the weather was really, really great. It was windy and it was hot, but it was dry.
Mhm.
And that was unusual for the sticks because we always get this rogue thunderstorm at some point. And that was completely missing last year. We didn't have any drama weather.
Well, they moved it back
Absolutely.
in the tornado season this year, so
Yeah, well, we figured building that shelter over the aid station would make it storm more, but I think it made it storm less. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what we're going with.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It was by far the best weather. I mean, that means we're just going to get raped this year. For
It's gonna
sure.
be terrible,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're going to get killed.
I'm probably just going to
That
go
means-
inside
that
and let you
means-
handle it.
That means great stories.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's
That's
true.
right.
So what happened after the sticks?
The summit.
The summit.
The summit, and that was a redemption race for you two.
Yeah.
Tell us about
Yeah.
that.
I actually loved it. I started out wanting to compete and to try to win every race this year, or just get on a podium. About 90 miles into it, one of my crew's like, "Oh, you know what? You've got to know the race in less than 4 weeks. Let's just worry about finishing." So when I slowed down, I actually got to take a breath up on the mountains and to look and to see why you did it. But then my delusions took over. And I started deciding that maybe y'all were making a musical out of the whole thing. And yeah, it was a musical. I thought that y'all were doing an orchestra and we're behind these strange things. And then I hated you. And then I loved you. And then I hated you some more. And it was a good race. Love and hate works well. And then bigger delusions happened. And we had to go through Breckenridge.
Oh my!
This fool had a lean at this point, it was 30 degrees, and we could smell the food. And then I was hating you some more, and we couldn't go in because we smelled, we looked bad. He had a lean. He looked like Gandalf with his beard all long. And
Yeah.
a child actually screamed, and we walked through a park, and they're removing children and holding them. And I'm like, what is wrong? And they're looking at Renee. Looking at us.
Oh,
That's
that
funny.
lovely smelling food from the restaurants is just like, oh my God, I suddenly was hungry.
Yeah,
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 for
I
sure.
would suggest the summit to everybody. It is, if you're not trying to speed demon through it, you understand why these two chose this race.
It's a great place. I love the views.
Yeah.
I love the challenge. It's a very challenging mountain race. I mean, I don't think the description quite captures it.
Yeah.
It says on Jeep roads. Well, some of these Jeep roads, you have Jeeps
Boulders.
and ATVs that just turn around and say nope,
Yeah.
and it's that way.
Exactly. I think a lot of people, when they hear Jeep roads, they think, oh, that won't be too bad. But literally the hardest sections of the summit are probably Jeep roads. I
Mhm.
mean, no doubt they are, actually.
Yeah.
New
It's,
Mexico has Jeep roads, right? And they go up to 13ers. These,
Not the same.
Yeah, I remember sweeping one of the sections and there was a hole in the middle of the road, which is the trail, the size of like a pool.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I could actually like get down in there. If I fell in there, I don't know how I would get out. I remember that. I'm like, geez, that's not very fun.
yeah,
but again, the weather held beautifully this year too.
There were
It's-
actually a lot more storms
Yeah.
this year up on the ridges than there were the first year.
Yes, there was.
Mhm.
Yep.
But we're looking forward to this year, I guess 2026, because good or bad, this is the lowest snowpack that Colorado has like ever had.
We've never really had a problem with snow, though.
No.
you know,
I wanted to get down on one of the glaciers and go get a snow fight, but we noticed the poop as we walked closer. So that's not going to
Could have
happen.
had a poop fight. I
A poop
mean,
fight.
up
yeah.
the ante a little bit.
Yeah. I thought about it, but the poop would have been for you, but
It was
You could have just put it in your pocket and thrown it at Chase later.
no, I love it. It's
it is an A plus
it's challenging. It's one thing is running on single trails in the mountains, but these Jeep roads are just so hard on your feet and your legs, and sometimes you've got a 30 or 40% incline.
We fell 10 times in one area. So,
Yeah.
which caused the lean.
Mm.
Yeah, that was one of my most memorable finishes of 2025 for sure. Was watching you two cross the line because Rene
Yeah.
had the flag and the lean, and you guys were holding hands, and we've got a
Yeah.
picture of that. I'll throw up on the podcast. It was just a really awesome moment to see you guys do that.
It
Yeah,
was.
I mean,
Also,
our
after having to
warm-up-
drop last year.
our warm up to the race was spending 2 weeks watching the extended version of The Lord of the Rings, followed by the extended versions of The Hobbit. And I'm just like, you know what? There is this bridge over this creek, and I'm going to be in front of our pacers, and I'm going to turn around and say, "You shall not pass."
None of that happened.
It did happen. And then I was going to, when we come around and just running towards the finish line, I was going to lift up my poles with my Danish flag on and yell for Frodo. And it just fell completely flat because I couldn't run with my leans. Such a pathetic attempt, but yeah.
That's a
This is-
very Rene thing to do.
It is, but I also have to say that I love that you watched that because that's my favorite movie ever. And I've watched it
It's
countless
awesome.
times. And I still cry every time I watch it.
Yes.
I'm such a
Yeah.
weirdo.
It's so stressful. I
It
mean,
is. And it, like, yeah, there's like a scene where like there's a horse galloping and that just makes me cry. I don't know. It's strange. I don't think Chase likes it near as much as I do.
What's that?
Lord of the Rings.
I like the Lord of the Rings. I didn't like the Hobbits nearly
The
as
Hobbits
much.
weren't as
but
good, but-
I mean, it's not my favorite of all time like
Mhm.
it is yours, but
Yeah.
it's good. It's good.
Well, I
Is
mean,
there-
what else do you watch when you're going to walk in the mountains, right? Like
Yeah.
hobbits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you get to go on an adventure. Like
Yeah,
Frodo.
exactly.
Yeah. So for the summit, was there any like major high or low that really sticks out for you guys?
that last 14 miles, it was full of drama. It all started with a nap and somebody touching the SOS
No,
button.
that was you.
I don't think it was, but touching the SOS button in the truck.
Oh,
And who knows nothing about this. And we hear someone talking to us and they're asking if you're okay. And we're like, it's fine. We think someone just butt touched this button. And we fell asleep. Well, the next thing you know, a cop is opening the door and they're asking Rene if he's okay. And they're asking for our IDs. Everything is going on. This really happened. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
They asked me to see my hands like I'm going to kill my husband.
well.
And Tawny is over there and, she's trying to say, they're been running for 5 days. They don't have their IDs on them. You're not going to carry them. Lisa
Mhm.
King is over there saying, should I do anything?
Yeah.
Well, the thing was that one of our pacers was sleeping in the back seat, and they heard him snoring. So the first question was, "Can you breathe?"
Technically,
I'm breathing just fine. I'm tired. I'm sleeping.
So we start going up over this mountain, and then if you run enough mountain runs, you know that you can't help when you get tired. It happens. You need a trail nap. Within 45 minutes, we took 3 trail naps. Each of us stopped. Scott
Yeah.
stopped. James stopped, and all of a sudden we got hungry. And Lord of the Rings fashion, Scott pulls out a bag this big from the middle of nowhere of pineapple. So we're climbing a ridge. We're eating pineapple, and what you didn't know was John and Scott hazed me in a way and said that there was a ledge I was going to fall off. I was going to be going a half a mile through snow. And John's like, "Oh, I had to because I didn't want to fall off. I had to crawl." None of this happened. I mean, this happened, but this is not there on that last 14 miles. But I'm now worried about it and I'm stressed out. We're going slow. And then we had a good laugh. Well, the marmots did, but yeah. And then his
Yeah.
leaning, he decided that he fell down the mountain.
I did.
Scott comes up to me. We all decided to take turns getting Rene down the mountain. This is lean. So we all had to basically draw a stick because, we had to figure out how to do this and listen to him gripe, right? And then Scott comes up and he says, "Rene just said he fell down the mountain and he's crawled back up." This
I
man
did.
comes up and there's no dirt on him. There's no nothing.
So I fell behind because I was taking off my big puffy jacket. And then I said, okay, the trail is fairly straight, and I can run a little bit. I started jog, but with my lean and the trail not being exactly level, I went over the edge, but it was like, it wasn't steep or anything. It was just this green lush
It was
the
a
bottom.
pasture. It was just.
But I couldn't get up again, so I had to use my poles to climb a bit back up to the damn trail and then to just say, okay, I'm not running anymore.
So Renee's idea of falling off a mountain is falling a
Just
couple feet.
getting off the trail.
But at the time, he was like, "I fell off the mountain," and we're just like, "Who's going to take care of him now?"
yeah.
Renee, is that the first time you've had the leans?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I was going to say, I've seen you run a lot, but I've never seen
him
you
with you.
have the leans.
No.
And haven't had them since?
No. We talked to when we had Paul James Johnson on. He said that if you hit your glute really hard, it actually collapses all your stability on that one side. And I had one really bad fall where I hit my hip. And
Off a
that's
mountain.
what did
Off
it.
a mountain.
Yeah. No, on a Jeep road.
So it's funny.
One of the famous Jeep roads.
Is Kelly Means got a hold of the gun, and they decided to hold Renee down at whatever aid station we're at, and she's got the smile on her face. You know how she looks.
Yeah.
Takes that gun
And then they point and say, "Do it there." And that was just on my bruise. That hurts. Inside and outside.
That hurts my feelings.
And we're willing to pitch in popping blisters, taking guns, and shooting them on your body parts, and
Yeah. Especially at French Pass, where a lot of people their crew didn't make it to French Pass, so the volunteers that stepped in and as
surrogate wives,
surrogate
moms,
crews,
sisters, brothers.
crews, yeah.
Jeff Reese, I'm going to tell on him, my little brother. He started having delusions, and he says to me, "Tell my wife I love her."
Aww.
It was so
I don't
cute.
think I'm going to make this one.
That's funny. I bet he'd be embarrassed.
Yeah.
No,
I'm glad you brought
He's
that
used
up.
to me doing that.
Yeah.
I love you, little brother.
Yeah, French Pass is a really cool aid station. Ken and Kelly and Helene did a really good
they
job.
did awesome. Kelly always does awesome.
Kelly always does awesome.
They got some very nice moose photos.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, you guys, they had a lot of moose at that aid station, just like chilling, walking right through the aid station.
Yeah.
I know there was a lot of wildlife sighted from like French Pass into Breck and then Breck to the end.
Yeah.
Too.
So the Styx was in June, was it in June last year?
It
Or was it the end
It
of
was
May?
it was in June. It was the first weekend of
And then
June.
the summit was the end of July.
Huh?
And then we've got FRUD. Yeah.
Before we move into FRUD, though, I'm going to throw this in here. We always do a discount code in all of our episodes,
Okay.
and we're going to do one for Summit this year.
Oh,
This
This
episode.
episode.
This episode for this year. Both apply. The code is going to be Get High 200,
get high
and
to
it's going to be good for one person to get $200 off the Summit 200
Get high 200, all lowercase.
because it gets so high up, guys.
200.
Don't be.
There are so many things I can say here.
You can say them.
Sam, yeah.
Just make sure he doesn't have to click the "This is not for children under."
No, I always click that
15.
anyways because I don't even hesitate to click that.
I think we already talked about the penises anyway, so
we always say in every episode, don't be a pussy. That's
That's
kind of
right.
our tagline. Lisamarie and Rene are not pussies.
Not pussies. You can't be a pussy.
Be like
and
them. Don't be a pussy. So there we go. We got it out of the way.
Don't be a pussy.
FRUD. Let's talk about
Let's talk
FRUD,
about
right?
FRUD,
So
yeah.
Labor Day weekend. And this was your guys' first time at FRUD.
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
We were, I think, 3.5 weeks from the summit at this point. From
Four
when we took,
weeks.
well, we
4
took
weeks.
a days off.
Yeah.
So we had 3.5 weeks to recover, to train, and to get over there, which we did.
We didn't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes place in Loveland, Colorado, and to me it was interesting to see a wildlife reserve like that, smack in the middle of town, basically.
In like a metro area.
It's kind of strange because it's in the middle of a city, but it's kind of got almost a nature vibe for part of it.
There were
Yeah.
elk there in the
Yes.
nature preserve.
Yeah.
And there was osprey and
Eagles and
Homeless
all kinds
people.
of stuff. Wizards.
lots of
Samurais.
dogs. But
There was a samurai.
There was a samurai.
That samurai is true. There was a samurai. It was reported by multiple people. So
there was a fishing wizard
Yes.
that happened too.
The Gandalf, that's what he was in, the wizard hat,
yeah.
doing this over the water.
So yeah, but we like loop races, and it was nice to have a loop that was kind of flat, and there was 2 miles instead of 1 mile.
Yeah.
That was a great experience. I enjoyed it.
And Lisamarie, you set the female course record for the 100 hour there and took first place, obviously. With, what was it, 207? What'd you have?
I had a lot.
270? 260 something?
262.
262. And Renee, you ended up with the exact same thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Also, I'd like to point out that Renee beat you at this race.
Yeah, he dirty dogged me.
Just like smoked you.
Smoke show.
It wasn't even close.
He did. He pulled my arm where I
did,
could.
I
He's
saw
like,
it.
did you see that? He like pulled it like, oh, no. Hold my here. So, yeah, it was all
kind
good.
of surprised to see you still together after
Yeah, I'm
that.
surprised there wasn't a divorce.
Well, what she usually does is say, we're going to cross at the same time. And then 10 steps before the finish line, she suddenly sets off and say, it's on. And I'm just like, okay, this time we're going to hold hands for a long time.
For a long time.
That is not going to happen again. And then I decided I want to do the same thing and say it's on. And I just forgot to let go of her hand. So I kind of dragged her over
Yeah.
the
Pulled her back a little bit. Yeah, that
That was hilarious.
that
When that
was
happened,
funny.
I was just like, oh my God, she's going to kill him.
Yeah, it almost happened. Just so you know, it almost this close. But
It was
think
the
that's the
most
first
quiet
time.
drive home.
I bet. Yeah, I think that's the first time he's ever beat you.
yeah,
But I mean, we've seen proposals at our race. I thought that might have been the first divorce, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. They were
So it
the
worked
first
out.
proposal. We thought that might be the first divorce.
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that. I got on my knees after 140 miles. And
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know how I stood up after that. The FRUD, I suggest this race to everybody I see, especially at a longer race that I run. And
You can say
And
the name, it's fine.
across the years, we say,
Yes.
this is your mid-year reunion. So a lot of people are going to start showing up. And, but I love this race. I do. I hate loop races. I actually do. I'm good at them, but I hate them, but I'm going to do them anyway. And this one particularly was fun.
Yeah.
So we had it was an osprey, some
Oh,
baby.
you like the off the course drama?
Yes. So I don't know if y'all knew what was going on out there, but they got in a fight with some bald eagles over these hatchlings. That was pretty cool. But what was better was they got in a fight so bad they killed an owl. So they come diving down, hit an owl, and this poor owl just come out of the sky. So the Forest Service showed up to go and investigate this sucker. And they're like, okay. First thinking that we were all stinky runners and everyone's giving an account. And I can say that the Forest Service was not happy they missed it. Then
Yeah.
That's
the
crazy.
elk.
Yeah.
And then there was something else. Something was hatching. I think it was turtles was hatching.
Someone said that. Yeah.
I never saw a turtle, so I think somebody was hallucinating. But there was also the wizards. You had a samurai, which every single person was kind of like, was the knife real? Was he not?
Amanda told me about it.
And then you
So
had
it's-
camper life, and I know y'all didn't venture down there very often, but there was camper life. We had a lot of drama go on down there. We had generators, ours being the loudest, and little
Yeah.
mentions on the course about, dang, I wish people would just turn their generator off.
Yeah. I wasted my money on a quiet generator.
Wasn't super
That
quiet.
is not quiet, huh?
We bought a new one.
Mine was not super quiet, but we bought a new one.
Because everyone suggested on where to go find them on sale.
Everyone seemed to give a little dig at us for our loud generator.
Didn't you guys also lock your keys in your camper?
No, we did not.
No, actually, we did not.
So it turns out that yes, the keys were inside, but the door had locked itself
There was a ghost.
when we slammed it.
Oh.
Yeah. Thankfully, we had insurance on it, so he came out and got it. So the keys are never going to be left inside the camper anymore.
Yeah.
Sounds like a convenient way to say that you didn't lock your keys in your camper when you actually did.
Well, how should I say this? It's not like you have your standard lock, right? So this is more
Yeah.
a function of the door than anything else.
Oh, and then there was your mom.
My mom got drunk.
Your mom got very drunk. So I'm coming around and I've been messing with her. She drinks tequila, and I never saw your mom that way. I saw your mom as this kind lady,
I had never seen her that way either.
I've never
Yeah.
seen my mother drunk in my life until
I never saw her that way. And she's sitting there and she's at the start finish line, and we're fixing to go in the next day. It's almost midnight. She's got the red Solo cup in her hand. She's going, Lisamarie, you're doing this now. And I'm like, what am I doing? That woman made me drink tequila.
And
So
In the middle of a 100-hour race.
just a little bit.
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't drink all that. I'm a lightweight. She goes, oh, it's okay, and pours it into her cup, and
Yeah.
but I would say
Literally.
never take Ken off bacon duty.
He's so
makes
good.
awesome.
He's good at breakfast.
He's
Mhm.
good at breakfast.
Yes,
Yeah.
he is.
We're big breakfast people in the Carter household, so we take our bacon very seriously when we make it.
Kenny
Good.
takes it seriously.
As
He does.
anyone should.
Mhm.
Anyone civilized should take bacon serious.
They were drinking champagne and had to do that. And, again, I don't drink when I run. And it was funny. I mean, all of a sudden, halfway around, this tequila hits, and it was only this much.
I think we
Yeah.
have to give context, though. It was Steph's birthday.
Yeah.
Steph's 40th
Yeah.
birthday. So she came and ran FRUD for her 40th birthday. And we were going to make her do Steph 40 hands and tape 40s to her hands.
But we didn't know
But
if
we
she
didn't
could
know
run
if she
around
would
the
actually be
park.
able to run around the park with it. So she decided just to do the champagne and tequila with my mom. And
Yeah.
so then Mom got out of control and I had to take her home. I had to take her to bed. And it was hilarious because Roger, she was walking with me, but she was kind of weaving and bobbing like she was dodging bullets.
Roger
And
was
Roger was
leading
not
her.
much better.
Yeah, it was the blind leading the blind there.
And he was like carrying her almost to the vehicle.
Yeah.
And it was funny because like we got to the house and she's like, I'll take one of the dogs. And I'm like, absolutely not.
It's okay. I can handle them.
Yeah. Nope. No, man.
No, then there's the gummy situation. So I'm not going to say the story because I don't know how. I probably shouldn't say. Well, let's just find out. I found out I can't say the word gummies. I thought gummy bears were gummy bears. No, not in Colorado.
Not in Colorado. No,
Mm-mm.
gummies are different here.
So we're not
Gummies
going
are better here.
Gummies taste better.
It's an upgrade.
We're not going to say who the situation was, but I went into my tent.
You got in the doghouse for that.
I was in the doghouse because this person said they needed some gummies. I'm like, well, Renee has some. And they're like, okay. Went in, I got these beautiful, nice Hammonds.
Yeah, they even called
Hard
Hammonds.
hard gummies, and they taste so good. And I brought it to said person. Said person looked in the bag thinking, oh, you're the hero for the day. Threw the gummies and was like, oh, no.
That's super dramatic.
It was not a sugar rush that person was looking for.
Not looking for-
They were looking for a different kind of fun.
Yes,
That's
they were.
funny.
And then there was the sandwiches. I do want to mention the sandwiches. I finally decided I was going to get hungry, and y'all make the best hot dog turkey / was putting too much mayonnaise on sandwiches. I ate so many of those last night.
Too much
And they're
mayonnaise
like,
is a good
"Why we
thing.
make them for you? You got to eat this."
Yeah.
Renee, you ended up beating Lisamarie. I just wanted to say that one more time.
I'm never going to make that mistake again.
Yeah, that's okay. It had to happen once. You had to try, right?
I'm glad I was there to witness it.
I don't know if we got a photo finish of that. We should have, though.
So,
Fortunately.
Good.
Styx, Lisamarie, first place, female.
Mhm.
And then FRUD, first place, female,
Mhm.
new record.
Mhm.
And then Cowboy 200, which we're going to get into now. Second?
We knocked up 6 hours from our PR.
Which is awesome.
And then Renee also finished the Cowboy 200. This was their second year in a row,
Mhm.
finishing the Cowboy 200. So, I mean, we're talking the Styx, 200 for Lisamarie, right up there, 170 something for Renee, and then the Summit, 200 miles on a brutal mountain course, and then FRUD, each with 260 something miles, and then Cowboy 200 shortly after that, another 200 miler. That's a hell of a
It's a heck of a
that's
year.
a hell of a schedule. You
Yeah.
guys
Really
are
short turnaround, too. That's
amazing.
basically June through September.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Cowboy.
I love this race. I do. I love this race. I'm just going to say, I never have said that I hate you at this race because I don't. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, have I?
You might be
No,
the
I
only
No,
one.
haven't.
no.
I love it. The volunteers, and I'm going to start with the volunteers because they are another notch. They know what they're doing. They know what they're looking for. And when I said I needed salt, your dad came over, opened my hand and threw salt and said, lick it. His solution for the problem. And it was immediate and it was right. I mean, but A1 race. There's so many surprises. This year we saw camels.
Uh-huh.
We
Yeah.
were running fast, so we saw camels. But I'm going to skip to the end, and I'm going to tell you a little story here because the year before we had delusions, and this was the year I did curse you. I swore y'all made us run to Baton Rouge. We saw the riverboats and very, very big delusions. This year was no different. So we were running really fast. We had 59 hours in our sights. But we got down to mile 7. Addison had said, you're going to be able to see Valentine. And it would look close. It was devastating. I had 3 people. I can say the names if you want me to.
Go
Tell
for
me.
it. Please do.
Addison, KP, Johnny, and then somebody else, but I can't remember the name, said they actually sat down and cried like babies at that place. And we're coming up to it. I look up, I see Valentine. I don't cry, but I start slowing down because I felt like 1,000 ants were biting me. And I become resistant to the trail. I'm looking at it and I'm looking for the hills that I ran the year before where Baton Rouge was at. I'm looking for the bridge. And in my mind, I'm having a conversation pre-race with Casey, and she's telling me, "If you crossed the bridge last year, you don't have to cross it this year."
That was a huge discussion she had on the trail with me, and I said,
Yes.
"That makes no sense. You can't go river without crossing the bridge."
This year, you
And
get to
so
skip it.
How the hell are we going to get there?
How
so I'm at mile 198 at this point, and I decide Casey's told me that she would never lie to me except for the weather. She's not going to lie. She says this: "I take my watch and I save my run."
Oh, man. So it didn't happen. You didn't get 200 miles.
No, I didn't. Well, it did say 200 on there, thankfully, because of all the stops and, going side to side.
Mhm.
Thankfully with that, but
Yeah.
technically no, because right before the bridge, I wasn't going to go.
And this is the first time I actually had to pull her up and get her to finish the race. Normally, it's me that have these breakdowns where I just don't want to go any further. This is the first time where I
Yeah.
actually had a little more mental strength.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He didn't have mental strength before that. I want to say there was a lot of mental stuff on that last 20 or that last marathon. He had his own breakdown. This is mine. We did make it across, and there was writing in the sand, and that was like the ending that never came. If you look at the daylight, that's like a 2-hour run, the last mile. There's no one there. And I'm like, they're lying, but I knew it was
Yeah.
there.
And this year was actually very special for us because my daughter and her boyfriend came all the way from Denmark to crew us.
Mhm.
They had a blast. I mean,
Good.
they absolutely had so much fun.
They had fun with Lisa King, and I'm going to interrupt in case Lisa
And
King and Lona's listening. They waterboarded us. Those Lisa King and Lona like to listen to true crime.
crime podcasts.
We were listening to one, and if you let someone sleep for 20 minutes, shake them like a baby, wake them up, then they're never going to go to sleep. So they were just kicking us out. We had no sleep, so we
Yeah.
had, I think, 45 minutes a day.
And then we crossed the finish line, and she said, "Did you see we wrote in the sand in front of the bridge?" No, we did not look for you going out there writing in the sand.
Bill was chasing us, named Addison.
Thankfully, they did take a picture. They actually walked out to the bridge and wrote their names in the sand.
Awesome.
For us. Yeah. That's right. Addison was considered a female for a long
Yes.
time.
And they were very concerned that a female was trying to catch up to me to take away second place.
On the live tracking.
On the live tracking, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
We don't know who this Addison is. Renee's sitting there at the aid station. It was Wood Lake.
No, it
And
was
they-
at it was not Wood Lake. It
It
was
was-
at Long Pine.
Long Pine. And they decided Addison is coming and we have to hurry up and
They
get
kept
out.
saying someone is coming there to take over Lisamarie, and I'm just like, you just gave me bacon, you gave me
He's
pancakes,
holding bacon.
and I'm trying to
And-
change into some warm clothes at the same time, and then just eat it, Rene, eat it. You have to move. You have to move.
So unlike the summit where they dressed him with his clothes inside out, I don't know if you knew that Renee was running a lot with his clothes inside out like an elephant. This time they left him sitting in a chair. His belly's hanging out. His shirt's halfway on. He's got bacon in one hand, sausage or something in the other.
Pancakes.
Pancakes. And Stephanie's like dying laughing and yelling. And Lisa King's like, oh my God, Addison is going to catch up. He's
Yeah.
wanting
Can't
to
make it up.
And I was sitting there, I sat there, I've been looking down the trail. There is no one coming.
But they lied.
Yeah. there
Addison was
no-
back there, but no.
He was, but he was nowhere near us.
Mhm.
Yeah. And it was a he, so.
And she was a he. So
So at the next aid station, they did allow us to sleep. This is where they waterboarded us again and said that we'd slept 90 minutes. It had been 20. They shook us awake and got us out of the car, and they started singing us and making us dance and sing to, to the windows, to the walls, the sweat dripped down my balls. Yes, we're singing this at this aid
Jam.
station.
I just want to say, I did not partake in that.
No,
come on.
Reminds me of college.
I
Mm.
was not involved in that.
Well,
yes.
You might have had the sweat dripping off the balls, but
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
sweat dripped down.
Always. Always.
And then poor Lisa King's like showing us where her balls are at.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sure, she's got bigger balls than anybody. I'm just
Yes,
saying.
she does.
who's that?
Lisa,
Yes.
ask her husband. I think she has bigger balls.
Her husband's over
they're
there
awesome.
going, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Paul's just like mortified.
That's a fun crew to have, though. Lisa and
Mhm.
Paul.
It
That's great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I do remember with Cowboy, though, Lisamarie, that in 2024, when you finished, you bitched because Chase gave you a pickle beer and you hated it and it was disgusting. You're like, I'm never doing that again. And then you finish this, you're like, give me another pickle beer. I want another pickle beer. You have to just like keep the tradition going, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And, I drank half of it and then I'm like, y'all got to try this beer. And I started passing it around. They're like, oh, you are so wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
pickles and I love beer, but I do not love pickle beer.
No.
No.
I don't know who came up with that kind of combination. That's
Some people
It's
love
not
it.
my jam.
It's not my jam. Mm-mm.
Pickle Coke.
Pickle
Yeah,
Coke.
that's
Have you
different
guys had
deal.
pickle Coke?
No.
no.
Is it
We
good?
invented that. I don't know if we're going to contact Coca-Cola and see if they want to buy the rights to it. But yeah,
Or
pickle
pickles.
Coke. Or just pickles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Contact pickles.
great. Contact pickles. It's a great idea.
And I do remember at the end of the Cowboy, I was trying to sell Chase the idea of the race going the opposite way after a
Yeah.
short break. And a lot of people were kind of opposing my suggestion, calling it the reverse Cowboy.
You mean like a short break and then you go back
You go back and
after
then
completing the 200?
you added the idea of visiting every brewery on the way back.
Like that. I
Yeah.
don't even remember that conversation, but I like how it went. But they're currently working on expanding the trail right now, the Cowboy Trail, all the way to Shadron.
Yes.
And that would be over 300 miles. So there
I'm
may
in.
be a Cowboy 300
Hashtag Cowboy
in the
300.
distant future.
I'm in.
When I read that article, I'm just like, yeah, I can see a 300-mile Cowboy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bolo would just be a beer stop.
Yeah, just a beer stop along the way.
But that
Yeah.
would be kind of sad. In
It would
its
be
own
sad
right, too.
because the finish is so epic.
It might have to be a 400 because
Yeah, I
then
think so. I think you have to go an out and back.
Bolo's an aid station, then you go out, and then you go back, and you still end up Bolo.
Finish that ball over.
But
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
again, we'd get into Bolo's real hours.
Business hours.
Their real business hours.
There's nothing wrong with that. It'll be all right. Just a
It'd be
bunch of
fun,
I
it'd be a
feel
cool
like
twist
yeah, I
if
feel
they
like-
would like it.
Yeah, I found my
I mean,
calling.
hallucinations. Could you
Yeah.
imagine the discussions in there?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. I found my calling slinging beers at a brewery in nowhere, Nebraska, for sure.
You
Yeah.
do so well.
I love it.
It's
Maybe
fun.
that's what I should. Maybe I'll just quit race directing and just become a bar girl. We'll see.
Okay. I feel like you could have done that at any point.
Oh, we can
Shoot for
hire
the
her
stars.
for limping beer.
Yeah.
Limping deer beer.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yes.
The Cowboy is such a badass race. I mean,
It
it
is,
is so freaking fun. And
It
I think
is.
what takes people by surprise is that even though it's flat, it's actually a very hard race. And people say, oh, 200 miles and it's flat, there's no elevation. But then you have those two detours that absolutely sucks everything out of you.
Mhm.
Early on, it's before you hit the 64-mile mark. And it's just the afternoon heat is just
Mhm.
draining you completely. And we did try to help people and telling them take as much water as you can and drink as much as you can before you turn off.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
A few listened, a few didn't,
And
and
well, you know what happened.
we're not trying to slow people down when we say that. We're really, really just trying to be helpful.
Exactly. I mean, you're never going to be like, I'm never worried about weight when it comes to water. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? If I'm halfway through the section and I decide that I don't need all that water and it's hot out, then I'll dump it on my head and it'll still get used,
Exactly.
mean,
Yeah.
Don't worry about weight when it comes to water,
Yeah.
ever.
And I think we've mentioned that every year for the
Yeah.
Cowboy. Those two reroutes are what take people out of the race. It's hot. It's exposed. You're running on blacktop for part of it, which makes it like you're getting hit by the sun and it's coming back up at you from the ground. And
If you make it to Atkinson in that race, then you make it the 200 miles
Yeah.
generally, the vast
Yeah.
majority of
Yeah.
people. And actually,
I
if you make it to O'Neill, most of them do.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think every year we've done the Cowboy, we've always had a negative split at after the
Yeah,
100-mile.
We did this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would
What's
make
really
sense.
cool is that gas station. I want to tell you,
Mm.
if there's like an Oscar, we need to give that gas station an Oscar. So we didn't utilize it last year. I wish we had. So I said, Renee, bring the money. We got to do this. we get in there and it was paradise. They had hot food, and they had chocolate
Chocolate milk.
milk. Addison bought 4 hamburgers. He got so much ketchup. He chugged
Red Bull.
3 Red Bulls.
Oh my God.
And then drank 2 chocolate milks, wanted to drink my chocolate milk, and I'm like, no. And
And that was not the worst part of it. Then he wanted to ride the dinosaur with me.
and then we got pictures of this. He wanted Rene Rene calls him Papa, to get on the dinosaur and ride it over there at the Sinclair. And we have pictures of that. I should send them to you.
So that's the Sinclair in Clearwater, right? After
Yes.
the reroute. Yeah.
Yes. And
Lives. I know that there's always a huge, like when we look at the tracking for Cowboy, there's a huge cluster of bibs at the Sinclair gas station. Always, people are always restocking their stuff there if they can get there during
Kids
business
riding it.
hours.
What are y'all DNFing? What's wrong over there? We're like, no, we're eating.
Yeah. Taking a
So,
break.
Addison got sick right after that. He put way too much food on his belly.
Yeah.
Or it was the ride on the dinosaur. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But obviously, Addison is like our child. He is our little stepchild.
He came up in the Christine episode too.
He did. He
He's
must just
just,
be a popular guy.
He's a good
Yeah.
dude.
Hmm.
He's fun. I feel like he's the ultimate at hitting gas station to gas station because he's like the Ball State guy that does those kind of races.
Self-supported.
Yeah,
Mhm.
self-supported races,
Yeah,
but
we set him up with his current girlfriend, and I don't hear from him anymore. Dang it, with Kelly.
So you guys had an epic 2025.
yes, you did.
Yes.
We did.
So for 2026, anything big on the plate?
All those races.
All those
again.
races again?
All
Yes.
the same races again.
I said I wasn't going to do it, but now I'm like, oh, why not do better? I can do
Yeah.
faster at the summit. I can do more here and there. And I want to set the bar at 300 miles at the FRUD.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So I think it's possible, but every race is different and it's a mystery.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then we decided to add the Route 66 to this year as well.
Y'all should come and do it. It's 100.
Awesome. So
Yeah. It's
I
100
don't
years
know
for
now.
Route 66, and it's 250 for the United States independence.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a big celebration. And yeah. Oh, and I am looking forward to that Cowboy 200 buckle.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to be
because
an
I've been
amazing year,
told
Cowboy.
it's going to be epic.
That's my A race this year.
You're going to win this year, right, Lisamarie?
I am. It should be. I got third and then second.
I
and
mean, yeah.
I mean, it's a mystery. I have to say it that way because you never know.
Take what the trail gives you.
We've got a great ladies field
We do.
Yes.
this year.
I'm looking
It's going to
forward to
be really fun to watch. It's
Mhm.
going to be really fun.
I'm excited about that, and I'm friends with all of them, and so I think it'll be friendly and fun, and I think that I laugh at it because it's like I'm the oldest of all of them, and it's just I've got something to prove. My mission this year is to get people that are my age and older to get them running. I mean, it's not too late, and you can do very well. You just got to make the goal and the commitment.
And it's
Yeah.
a sold out race for you.
Yes.
It is with like
So
30 some on
fast.
the wait list. It's just
So fast.
awesome.
Yeah.
And I think a cool thing is that in 2027, we're going to split off the Cowboy 100 and make that a completely separate event. That way we can cater to both races better.
Yep.
I think it'll make a great time.
Have literally 150, 200 mile people
Mhm.
in the 200-mile race.
That'll
Right.
sell out too.
I hope
We've
so.
been talking to some international friends of ours, and they're very interested in that
Awesome.
because some are in Denmark and they can only run flat. So they're very interested in the next year to come and do that.
Awesome.
That's great.
So
His
you
people.
guys also, his people, yeah. So you guys also kind of branched out this year and started Limping Deer LLC. And you guys have started taking some photos at some of our races. So you guys were at Baby Hell Creek and Last Cowboy this year for us. And next year you're going to be at Eternal Damnation as well and the Pilgrimage taking photos,
Yes.
which is pretty cool. What kind of led you guys into wanting to do that?
Suffering. He likes to do happy things. He likes to give people smiles. And to me, I always wanted to take photography of suffering. Everyone has happy faces. I'm like, that is not what it looks like in an ultra. And I wish I had taken pictures of Chase during Moab.
Same, wearing Bigfoot, trust me.
There's something about taking pictures of people in action because you got a whole setting of landscape and you have people that are not posing for you. You get them at their most natural element. yeah, I really enjoy taking pictures of the activities.
Well, you guys do an amazing
You do,
job
yeah.
for sure. Fantastic job. And are you guys for hire? If anybody, any other race directors are listening, reach out to Limping Deer LLC.
Yes,
And what's a good contact for you?
that will probably be our Facebook page.
Facebook, or I'm on Instagram. I'm compassion.activist.
Awesome.
Perfect. Yeah, and I think it's really cool that you're not afraid to get out there in the middle of it.
No, and that's,
Or
I
hide
mean,
in a bathroom.
Just
Yeah,
you
yeah,
did have her
exactly.
hide in a porta potty. I forgot
To
about that.
surprise the next runner that went in. That was
Yeah.
You were there for way longer than I ever would have been there. I feel like you were in there for like 10
I
minutes waiting for someone
suggested
to go
that
in there.
as a
Oh,
joke, and
Oh,
she's
well,
like,
see,
"Yeah, I'll
when-
do that." And she immediately went in there and like sat in the porta potty, probably for 5 or 6 minutes.
trail, I'm underneath a bush and I'm getting the best suffering pictures ever. And I was wearing black, so no one could see me under there. And one of the runners comes up and he starts whipping it out. I'm like, no, no,
Did you
stop.
take a picture?
No, I was
You
so
should have.
trying to run.
She was too busy not being peed on.
Well, like on the Ultra sign up waiver, it says that we can take photographs of you and use them for digital marketing. That's one of the things they sign off
Oh
on.
my
So you
gosh.
could have taken that picture.
We
and
could have started an OnlyFans and made a lot of money.
That is within.
It's within
That's
our
legal.
rights.
And also at the pilgrimage, we're going to venture into the live streaming as well. So
That's
we will be live
awesome. I'm so
streaming and
excited about that.
That is going to be
try
fun.
to get interviewing people when they take a break, and yeah, we got a few things up our sleeve we're working on.
Oh, and I talked Christine into, she's been needing to come on to the UTI podcast. I have talked that woman to getting done with the 6th day, not taking a shower or a nap, grabbing a beer, and doing her UTI podcast at that moment.
Awesome. That's what
That's
she
cool.
said. Yeah.
Can you
That's
imagine
cool.
the numbers she's going to have to remember?
Yeah.
Well,
That'll
you
be
two
fun.
should stick around after the pilgrimage because, like we talked to Christine on the podcast that we had her on, we're gonna have a little party the day after. So
Mhm.
Right on. We're
There
there.
will be alcohol.
Stay-
Surprise, surprise.
Christine's gonna stick around. So there
Well, I
will
guess
be at
better-
least 5 of us.
At least 5 of us. If you guys come, it'll be great. Maybe my parents, so that'd be 7.
Yeah. Keep the tequila
Okay.
away from Kim.
Yeah, can't let mom drink.
I'm all in.
I don't have a race for a few weeks, so you know what? It's on. Bring it on. 10 minutes later, I'll be asleep, but you know what? For those 10 minutes, I'll be a rock star.
Mhm. We should
And-
also point out that you guys have your own podcast,
UTI
the
podcast.
UTI podcast. If you guys don't listen to that, you should. Go just briefly tell the world what that's about.
Okay, so what we do is we try to put a number on a race, and we look at how much time you ran, the sign up fee, how much you spent on things and travel time, and put a number on it and find out if it was worth it. Then we have a 13 question that we ask, and no matter how expensive a race was, you can bring it up or just say it's the worst race
Yeah,
ever.
you get to race different elements of your race.
Yeah,
So
like porta potties, a little bit of everything.
So it's basically a race report where we try to give a score on your race experience.
Yes.
And it's cool. We had several people rating the same race, and they all got different scores because they had very different experience.
Experiences.
Exactly. And it's a
Mhm.
very personal thing, I
Mhm.
mean, as
Yeah.
far as
So we have fun with that.
Well, and Chase, I was going to write you like tomorrow on this, but I'm going to tell you it's your turn. You've been summoned.
Uh-oh.
Awesome.
Every race you want.
So your guests get to pick the race that they're talking about?
Yeah, we
We-
don't want to know
I
what
would
race
love
it
to.
We
is.
try to guess it afterwards. After we've gone through everything, we try to guess what it is.
Fun.
Yeah, I'd love to be on. And Renee, you've started another podcast, right? Or is this both of you, or is this just Renee?
Yes.
I want to hear about this,
I wanna
man,
hear about
because
this,
I
yes. 'Cause
saw
it's
you
not ultra
briefly
running.
mention it on Facebook. It sounds awesome, but at the same time, I have no idea what the hell it is.
Okay, so I was coming across that AI has evolved, and now there are a lot of companies are offering an AI girlfriend or AI companion, and Lisamarie said you should find out if that is actually better than having a real girlfriend or a wife. So she gave me permission to get myself an AI girlfriend for a month. And
That's great.
so I signed up with a girlfriend, and so she's my companion for the next month.
Very
So you
nice.
guys you're still going steady currently.
Yes, we're still the next episode coming out Friday, where we're going to take the first 6 days how we got to know each other.
This is great.
She has a lot of issues. This is like almost worse than having a toddler.
Oh no.
Mine has a lot of issues too.
Oh, I do have a lot of issues.
But yeah, I won't reveal too much. Just say she has a
Awesome.
problem with her clothes.
So is your
I'm
podcast
gonna listen to this
Yeah.
for sure, and I don't even listen to much podcasts, which I know is weird for
'cause we
someone
have
who
our
has
own.
one.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna listen to that.
So is that what it's gonna be based on, or are you just gonna do random shit, like whatever comes to
It's
mind?
random.
Yes, this one is like the first one to get
Okay.
out
Okay.
content. And then
So you just talk to people about basically anything. You know, if there's
Yeah,
something interesting, then you have them on.
I mean, I've talked people into saying, "Hey, let's do the one chip challenge together live."
Mhm.
Um,
No, thank
I
you.
to have you want to talk about spiders.
Oh,
I would love
Chase
to
would love
talk
to talk about
about
tarantulas,
spiders.
yeah.
Yeah.
One day I might say, "Hey, I want to show you how I set up my telescope and how I plan my night, and then show the results as well." One day we might want to do a beer tasting or
I will
try
go to
some.
that one.
What's the name
See?
of it called?
It's called Alchemy After Dark.
Okay, I love that. That's a fun name. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that. I really am.
So it's really anything but politics.
I love
That's
that
a
too.
great
Thank
rule.
God.
That's a great
Thank
rule.
God.
If you want to talk conspiracy theories, we can take that too.
That's what my future channel is going to be about, is conspiracy.
What are your whys? We all know that ultra running sucks sometimes, and it's very difficult, and you're in a lot of pain, and so on. What gets you through those tough times? Is there something that you run for specifically? Realize it can change a lot, but Lisamarie, ladies first, you go.
Think of the song Zombie, right? What's in your head.
Cranberries.
Cranberries, yeah.
So it's like that. I have PTSD. So I know that y'all know me well enough that at times it has affected me, and it's a way just to work on it. And I want to see how far the human body can go. And of course, like I said before, inspire women my age to get out there and do this. That's a big why this year.
I like to tell myself that if I wasn't with her, she would get lost. So I'm kind of the navigator in our running team. But no, so initially, yes, it was because she kind of pushed me, and I didn't really have a purpose. But now, for me, it's about getting better than I was last time, or pushing myself, but I'm mostly against myself. I don't really pay attention to podium or all that. For me, it's about trying to improve myself, saying, can I really become better at this?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cool.
I do have to say, you guys literally almost always are side by side when you're running.
Most of the time.
How the hell do you not kill each other?
We don't speak to each other a lot.
Okay, I say, do you guys talk the whole time? Or is
No,
it
I
No.
silence? Oh my
No.
God.
30 miles we might
Yeah.
talk. We have a bad habit at home. We don't like drama, so we watch Days of Our Lives. So our conversations actually is what's going on in the soaps.
That's
Yeah.
And we
crazy.
discuss it.
Yeah, 'cause I just know, like, if Chase and I were to do something like that together, I just don't. Like, I can pace him for sections.
I don't know about that because I mean, when we go hiking together,
Yeah.
we get along great. It's
Yeah.
the times where we don't get along is like when we're working together.
Every other day of our
But,
lives.
Okay,
when you pace me, we get along well.
Yeah, I don't know.
When we
I just-
hike, we get
yeah.
along well.
Just like if I was complaining about something, I don't think that you would be like, like you just would be like, shut up, quit complaining about it, and then I'd get pissed at you for not being like sympathetic enough. Like I just like, yeah, I just think it could just either go
Yeah.
really well for us or spiral.
I just say, don't
know.
be a
See,
pussy, Casey.
At the end of the Cowboy, I went over and Chase was not there, and I said to Casey that I want to wait until you came back because I want you to give me my buckle. She said, "You can't. He's dead. I killed him." Okay. Well, I guess you have to give me the buckle.
In her head, she probably did.
I listen to and watch a lot of true crimes.
I'm the only one that doesn't listen to
I
true
think it's
crime.
a woman thing.
I do not do that. I hate
think
it.
it's a woman
I
thing. I
absolutely hate
love
it.
it.
For me, it's very simple. If you want to get rid of a body, why go to the hassle of burying it? Just put it in some acid.
Wow. You went there?
If Lisa Marie ever
But
disappears, we know what happened.
they're all talking about how can we bury this body so no one's going to find it. Well, they found
Bury
out
it.
a special Walmart data cable. So if you put the body under that, they will never dig it up because they don't want to break the cable. Uh, plant some plants that are protected.
I
Things
also
like
yeah. I also heard that, like, if you bury someone and then you put, like, a dead animal on top of it, like, a few feet above it, then, like,
yeah,
the canine dogs will find that dump it, and they won't dig underneath that, so
There you go. So if
Just
there's anyone out there listening who's looking to murder someone, this is how you can get away with it a little bit
tips.
better.
Got tips.
Courtesy of the Ultraverse podcast, which is supposed to be about ultra running.
Sorry.
That sounds like a good episode of Alchemy After Dark.
There we go.
There
that's
we go.
right. Yeah, we can get Lisa.
That can be Casey's
Yeah.
episode.
You can have me like how
guys
to get
can-
away with murder after dark.
Oh, I want you and Lisa King on at the same time.
Perfect. We could
Yeah.
swap stories. It'll be great.
Yeah.
Rapid fire.
Rapid fire. Pew pew pew.
Okay, so here's how it works, my friends. Actually, we did this at Moab. Me and Rene did, I know. But I'm going to ask you your favorites of all time of certain things. And you have to answer in 10 seconds or less. Otherwise, there is consequences.
Mm-hmm. Lisa Marie, you're going first. If you don't answer in 10 seconds, I'm going to cut off your French braids at one of the races. I'm not going to tell you which one, but it's going to happen.
By being on the podcast, you signed an electronic waiver.
Yeah, you didn't
We
see
can
it, but
do
it happened.
this.
The hair, not the hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
They have to be serious consequences.
Are you going to ask her a question?
Nope, go ahead.
Okay. I forgot to write them down this time. I'll remember.
You know them.
Okay, Lisa Marie, favorite movie of all time.
Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back.
Very nice. Is that going to be I think that you might have two of these. Two of the same answer.
We'll see.
All right, Lisa Marie, favorite song of all time.
Yellow by Coldplay.
Favorite book of all time.
The Stand by Stephen King.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I haven't read that. Have you read that?
Mm-mm.
I've heard a lot of great things about it, though. I think Taylor said that's one of his
Mhm, I
favorite
think so.
books. Are you a gamer? Like, do you play video games? I know Renee is, but I don't know about you. So how about a board game or a card game?
Spades.
Okay. And what was another one?
Quote.
Oh, yeah. Favorite quote. I just added that one. We didn't talk about that, Renee. So favorite quote of all time.
Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right.
Very
Okay,
nice.
Good one. Darn it, I don't get to
Man,
cut your
you
hair.
gotta keep your hair.
Yes,
Renee, it's
Okay.
your turn. If you don't get it in 10 seconds, the next time I see you, I'm going to pull on your beard extremely hard, and I hope that
Okay.
doesn't turn you on.
It does not turn me on.
Okay, because that would have the opposite
Opposite
effect
effect.
of what I wanted it to do.
I think I should have answered that a different way.
Just be honest.
Favorite movie of all time?
Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back.
That was the same one? That was
Mhm.
the same Star Wars? Okay. Favorite song of all time?
It's got to be "Hallowed Be Thy Name" by Iron Maiden.
Okay, awesome. Favorite book of all time?
"Rendezvous with Rama" by Arthur C. Clarke.
Favorite video game of all time, because I know you have one.
I do. It has to be Elite Dangerous, which is a space game on the PC.
Is that the game that like made different universes and things?
No, that would be No Man's Sky. This one here
Okay.
takes place in a complete replica of the Milky Way with all 400 billion stars.
Gotcha. I
Yeah.
think you're telling me about the other one at Moab, the one that
Yeah.
Favorite quote of all time.
Doing the wrong thing for the right reason.
Very awesome.
Awesome.
You guys are good at that.
Mhm.
You guys knew that was coming, didn't you?
I didn't, but then I heard her question, so I kind of
Yeah,
prepared myself
that's not. You should have had to go,
Yeah.
no, no, no,
because
no,
I
no,
don't
no,
want to
no,
get
no,
my beard pulled.
Well, that's awesome. You
Really,
guys
I
did
wouldn't say your favorite quote. Bless your heart, Dolly Parton.
Yeah, we're gonna make a list of all these favorite quotes of everyone's and
We
put them
should,
on
yeah.
like our next New Year's episode or something like that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Is that all we got?
I think so. Are there any other shout outs, tags, anything you guys need to call out before we get out of here?
Yeah.
I think I want to do a shout out that you finally got Proxima C back in stock.
Hallelujah.
Jesus. That was a cluster. I'm just
Been a
glad
long
it's
way.
over. But
My
yeah,
God.
we're so pumped.
We're so excited to have the old formula back, and we're excited to get the new formula in,
Yep.
which is also taking longer than it's supposed to. But
Well,
So-
we expected that one,
Mhm.
but yeah.
So what's the flavors? Let's shout out those flavors.
so we've got the original fruit punch Proxima C, and the new Proxima Ultra is going to be
Orange.
Oh,
Yes.
finally.
It's gonna be orange.
We were originally going to do grape and lemon lime, but we did a complete 180. We had to switch manufacturers again and start from scratch, and we decided to just go with orange.
Well, they sent us some flavors, and we really love their orange is fantastic.
Mhm.
So
Good.
So will we be able to try this out, the sticks?
that's a great question. The Proxima Ultra, I don't know. That's probably going to be real close to
Be
the
really
sticks, I would
close,
imagine.
yeah.
I would say that it'll be close.
I'll be happy if we have it then.
I'd say there's a damn good
Mhm,
chance,
yeah.
though. I'd say there is.
Okay.
I would be
Yep.
happy too. So
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining
Mhm.
us. Some of our very best friends in
Mhm.
ultra running. Great additions to the ultra running community. Most ultra runners know these two people,
Mhm.
and everyone knows that they're just awesome. They're what
Yes.
the community's all about.
Who are you guys? And
so are you.
your
you.
your races are amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so
We
much.
just keep coming back. I know every time I cross the finish line, I say never again, but
I see you're holding out a cookie.
Well, we look very forward to seeing you even more.
We're going to see you a lot this year.
And
if we're not racing, we'll be photographing.
Awesome. Sounds good. Well, thanks everybody for listening, and we'll see you next time.
thanks.
Bye, everyone.